There's a phenomenon in residential solar that causes headaches for both solar homeowners and solar installers alike. It's the solar rebound effect. Let's talk about it and how we could fight it. Now, the solar rebound effect is an often unknown but largely very commonly experienced phenomenon. Thanks to the Electricity Journal from Science Direct, it actually has a real name and some numbers behind it. Previously, this has been researched as a rebound effect with energy efficiency, but it's now made its way to solar. What their research suggests is that homeowners who adopt solar panels typically increase their consumption anywhere between 10 and 30% after they get panels. Now, it feels a little bit backwards when it says like that, but when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense. When someone installs solar, the expectation they often have is they now have free power. And to a certain extent, that is correct. They have power that's covered depending on what their system was designed for. So if their system designed for a 100% offset of their bill, it offsets 100% of that consumption. But if the consumption increases, the solar is now not offsetting 100%. And that can cause some confusion and headaches. Homeowners can now be getting bills when they thought everything was supposed to be covered, and solar installers are getting angry phone calls from their homeowners because they're saying that the system is not producing what it's supposed to. Now, while that can happen in some cases, a lot of times the real issue is that consumption has increased. Now, sometimes it's something as simple as the homeowner had an electric car and didn't really think about the additional capacity that was going to bring to their house. But a lot of times it's just an unconscious practice. Maybe lights are being left on longer because the idea is, oh, I've got free power, it's fine. Or appliances are being more used, or electric heaters, space heaters, pool heaters, whatever. Anything that might run on electricity could be potentially used a little bit more and increasing the consumption, therefore affecting that solar rebound effect. So how do we fight this? Well, there's a number of ways to fight it. And first and foremost, the most important is proper expectation setting. It falls chiefly on the solar installer and the sales rep working with that customer to make sure that you are properly setting the expectations that likely your power use is going to increase. So make sure that you know that and are still just as energy conscious as you as a homeowner typically would be before you had solar panels, because you have a finite amount of energy that the system is going to output. Now, what you can also do here, and what I used to do, is I would design all of my systems for more capacity than the homeowner actually needed. The utilities I used to work with would allow us to go up to 10% more than total annual consumption. So I would usually install anywhere from 5 to 10% more energy than a homeowner actually needed. And you can have that proper conversation with them where you say, hey, I'm designing you this for not only seasonality of sunlight, but also the rebound effects, because you'll likely start to use more energy. So we want to account for that. It allows you to build a better reputation and relationship with your consumer because you're looking out for their needs, but also helping your reputation so that down the line you can stave off some potentially awkward conversations. But another one of the best ways that you can do this is by installing consumption monitoring. Most of the major inverter manufacturers have consumption monitoring built in, and there are some third-party devices as well. In a lot of cases, all you do is install CTs to the customer's electric service, and that changes their monitoring so that they can see what their consumption is. By building that in for your customers and allowing them to look at that, they can set a better benchmark for themselves as to where they were using power and where they are using power. That gives them a little bit more control and authority over what they're doing in their house. Bonus points also go to the solar installer who sends annual reports to their customers to check in. They say, hey, you seem to be using more power than we've seen in the past. Has anything changed? Gives you an opportunity to potentially add more panels if the person did, let's say, install an AV, or allow them to look at their energy consumption and help to fight that rebound effect. But the rebound effect can be a very real phenomenon that does have to make sure it makes its way into the solar conversation on the front end so the right expectations are set and everybody is happy. So if you want to read our full article about the solar rebound effect, you can click on the QR code that's going to be on your screen right now, or scan the QR code on the screen right now, or go to the video description, click on the link to read our full article about the solar rebound effect. If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.